Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Success Vitamin Talk with me, Pritha Dubey. Today, we are going to talk about an experience that most of us are going through during this lockdown, and that is parenting. Now, I hear from many of my friends that it is becoming quite challenging during this lockdown to balance the responsibilities of being a parent, to work from home, and to also do the work at home. Many professionals are therefore finding the act of parenting and balancing everything pretty challenging and at times a little terrifying. So, to help us find some answers and to provide us some guidance on how we can balance all these responsibilities well, we have today with us Riddhi Doshi. Now, Riddhi is a child psychologist. She also conducts a lot of movement workshop for mental wellness with corporates, and she is a parents coach. Now, she prefers calling herself a parents coach and not a parenting coach, and I believe we should definitely check with her that what is the difference between the two. So, welcome, Riddhi, to the
Thank
Success Vitamin Talk.
Thank you, Pritha.
And the first question, therefore, that is on my mind is that what is the difference between a parent coach and a parenting coach?
So when I say parenting coach, parenting is all about helping children and parents both, or solving the issues related to children, right? I,
Okay.
I prefer calling myself parents coach because I want to handhold parents. Parenting currently in our country is considered to be good, conscious, happy. For me, parenting is a memorable journey where each parent, you need to relish the journey. You need to uh, enjoy the journey with your child. When I'm saying conscious, when I'm saying happy, when I'm saying all these words, there's a flip side to it is sad. You know, I I do not want parenting to be associated with good, bad, sad, happy. It's all about memories you are creating. So I want to support parents to create some beautiful memories for their lifetime.
Wow. Such a beautiful thought. Such a beautiful thought. And I'm sure that all the parents who work with you probably are going through such a beautiful experience because of you. So let me understand from you that in the current situation where the parents have to now stay at home and so are the children, everybody is right now staying at home, which is a very unusual situation. And I see a lot of memes also happening where they say that whether there is a vaccination or not, the parents will definitely find a vaccination for this cure because they want the children to go back to school. So, basis now your experience with the parents in the current situation, what is it that the parents are telling you about this situation?
Actually speaking, Preeta, parents need support at the moment because
Okay.
children are all 24 into 7, the child is at home. And the energy is just bubbling. Few of the parents are even working. So it was difficult for them to, juggle time between their child and the home and the work all together. Okay. So
Mm.
my suggestion to all the parents is involve your child in whatever work you do, whether you're cooking, whether you are putting clothes in the washing machine, or
Mm.
whether you are just making your bed, whatever you are doing, involve your child. Yeah.
Mm.
So
Mm.
use that time to connect with your child. Make
Mm.
mornings and evenings so memorable. Like mornings, you can have some fun while cooking breakfast. Evenings before going to sleep, you can have probably a musical meditation, or you can just play a board game. It just takes half an hour, but you're
Right.
creating some wonderful memories with your child. And this time you are never going to get back. You create memories for your own self and your child. Probably they have stories to talk about or to their children.
I think this is so right because this should be looked more as an opportunity, something that otherwise we do not get. So look at it as more like a blessing that has come in order to forge that bond that as a parent maybe you have always wanted to forge that bond among the family and to understand the family connection. Having said that, Riddhi, um, we have to also understand that parents are currently also in a work from home scenario. Now both father and mother, both of them are currently working from home. Now in that scenario, whatever you are saying of involving the child and being with them and supporting them and giving them that opportunity to express and enjoy and create memories, don't you think that that's not happening? It's a little difficult to happen with both the parent working. And also what I hear right now is that from because of the work from home scenario, the working hours have also got extended.
Absolutely. There is
So
no time when you start and when you end.
no, so how then the parent do all that you are suggesting?
It is very easy, Preetha. So when you wake up your child, have some, kind of little musty while in the bed itself. Roll with
Okay.
your thumb in the bed. Use that child's energy, and you boost your energy in the morning.
Correct.
Similarly, in the night, before you go to sleep, meditate, listen to some music, or probably you can just put on music and just move. Okay, it's full of energy. That's what the child needs. Secondly, while you're cooking your lunch or your dinner or your breakfast, you can have your child with you. Probably the child can help to peel a potato if 5 years or 6 years, or probably the child can just, set the dining table for you for lunchtime or dinner time.
Mm-hmm.
What else can be done is change the space. So currently, if you have your lunch on the dining table, you can have your dinner in the balcony. So keep changing the space. That will get a little creativity in your day's time. You will enjoy. Your child will love it. And rest of the time, create a timetable wherein your child has during those hours has something to do. Probably finish the studies, or probably you can give a task of reading a storybook and telling the story, or probably you can record child can read a story and you can record a video, yeah, and create a YouTube channel for your child. Probably
Uh,
you can inculcate entrepreneurship for your child during this time. Okay,
Very
so
nice. Yeah.
probably your child can create something, envelopes, or maybe something from the best out of waste, and you can
Mhm.
start a FB page to sell the products. So it can be anything. It's just half an hour or 20 minutes. If you give quality time to your child throughout the day, is what the child needs. And the child doesn't seek quantity time. So the child doesn't ask hours and hours of yours. They need some 20 minutes, 25 minutes at a stretch, and they're good to go with it.
Right. So what? So in that case, let me ask you something. All these parents are professionals. So do you see any linkage between parenting and working at a corporate?
Too much, Preeta, too much. So currently, what you are doing, what is the lady who's a working professional, what is she doing? She's doing her work, the office work, she's handling the work at home front, plus she's managing her child, plus she is assigning work to everybody in the family, to her better half, to her child, everything, right?
Correct.
Doesn't it resonate with the word we call as teamwork? Right?
Correct.
What is
Correct.
teamwork? You assign work. You tell them that this has to be done within this stipulated time, and we
Mm.
get back. Right? So you're giving free space to your team members. They work and for a particular end goal to be achieved, and then you're back, right, to your own personal space, working on your own, personal goals to achieve. Okay, so this is all about teamwork, and that's the best example right now that's happening. I'd like to show you something, Preetha.
Sure, sure,
So,
sure.
so can you see this picture? Yep.
Yes,
It's
yes.
all about giving space to your child to be creative, to experiment. So this picture, whenever I see this picture, it kinds of resonates with giving space to your team members. To voice out, to do a task creatively. So, as a leader, if you're a working professional, if you're leading a team, or you are the head of an organization, it would be wonderful if you can give an end goal to your employees or to your team members, okay, and let the team member be a little creative and innovative in achieving that end goal. Okay, you will see that probably a different perspective to the whole segment has been given by the employee. And don't we have creativity and innovation sessions going on in corporate world?
Of course, of course.
People talking about creativity and innovation. So what are we doing? We need to give that space. But when you allow that to happen, then and then only it's going to happen. If you're going to ask your employees to be working in a very particular way and a particular structure, probably the end goals would be achieved, but not as the way, or not in a different way, or not as the way you wanted them to achieve.
True, 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 true. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting perspective here of giving space, and the way you linked it with creativity and innovation. I think it is very important to give that space. And also, something that I picked up here is that while we are giving space to the child, when the child has created something creative, as parent, hardly we discourage the child's ideas or presentation. Most of the time, for a child and with a child, it's always an encouragement. Okay, fine, you've done it right and all that stuff. Somewhere when we go back to our office culture and work with the team, and the team comes up with some idea, we find it so difficult to appreciate or even acknowledge. Forget, I'm not even saying, okay, don't appreciate or don't accept the idea. The fact that they have come up with an idea, even if it is a silly idea, the aspect of at least acknowledging that idea, many times we forget as professionals.
Absolutely. And then we talk about rewards and appreciation. How about learning from your home front and implementing in the organizational structure? You know?
True, 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 true. So you like that would be having a lot of examples, isn't it? Where
True.
parents are,
That reminds me, I would love to share an example here, Pritha.
yeah,
So recently, I was on a panel discussion, and on one of the app, a very known app, and the founder of the app, me, and there was one gentleman from Delhi. We were discussing about parenting during COVID, and immediately the founder just moved, and he is the CEO of one company as well. So he said, Riddhi, I want you to see something. And his 4-year-old daughter was jumping on the sofa set. And he told me, I just don't know how to engage this girl's energy. So I said, fine. We are discussing. How about you taking your 2 minutes while I'm discussing with other panelists? You take a time off, just jump with your child. Your child is bubbling with energy and creativity. Okay, jump. Then you can ask your child and draw your child to come down on the ground level, and then you can make them understand why not you are supposed to jump on a sofa set. Same we can replicate an organizational structure as well. Okay, if your team member or if an employee is bubbling with something, maybe an idea, or want to tell or want to share something, or have done something and come to you, how about being a part of that happiness, acknowledge, and then show whether it would work or whether it would not work. Probably the employee who is a newbie in the business might not understand. But you are a seasoned person. Okay, you can make the concepts clear for him.
I agree. I agree. It is very, very important to encourage in a situation where the employees, when they bring their ideas, it is but natural that that particular employee is obviously very excited.
Absolutely.
And as a leader, how do we channelize that excitement is also how good are we as coaches. So, Riddhi, one last question I will ask you is now that the parents have no choice but to be at home, and at the beginning you said that this is like a blessing, it's an opportunity to form a lot of memories. At the same time, while we are forming memories, are we also developing certain skills and abilities as a parent while we are parenting during this pandemic, during this COVID or during this lockdown? Are we also therefore developing certain skills and attitudes or abilities which are eventually going to help us a lot in our professional career?
Absolutely. Too many. The first is we have developed patience.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, true.
We have gone, we have learned how to work in a team. We have
Yes,
learned all the jugaad where we can make them get the maximum out of all the team members, and that too with a smile and lovingly and acknowledging their efforts. Third
true.
thing, we are even appreciating creativity within the family. So that's what we have learned to do it. We have gone innovative in our structure and the work and the process we do it at home. So that's where we can implement it at our workspace as well. Fifth, what we have learned is accepting and acknowledging our own emotions and feelings,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Somewhere being a leader or somewhere when we are leading a team, we fail to do that sometimes.
True.
Currently, we have learned to accept our emotions, acknowledge our emotions, and
Hmm.
probably we have learned to work on it also. We have learned to let go also. It is kind of a compulsory break to introspect and work on everything which we would not have done it if the things were normal.
Very, very rightly summarized, Riddhi. It's like, how do we find that silver lining?
Absolutely.
And what can we do so that we are utilizing this time that we are getting,
Absolutely.
whether in isolation where we have saved on probably a lot of travel time also. So the time that we are getting for ourselves, for our family, and doing the things at home, how can we best utilize it and also learn from it so that we can be better at the work that we are doing. So
Absolutely.
thank you so much for your
Pleasure.
time, Riddhi. You
Pleasure.
have
Pleasure. It
given
was wonderful.
such valuable insights to this
Thank
entire
you.
team, and I'm sure that these professionals who are also parents would probably now look at parenting with a very different perspective.
Thank you so much, Preeta. Thank you for having me.
I would like to tell all the professionals that although this pandemic has forced us all into an isolation, into a lockdown, yet let us try and look at this isolation, this time that we are getting with our family, as an opportunity to create a few good memories and also upskill ourselves as professionals. As Riddhi just shared with all of us, there are a lot of professional skills and competencies and abilities that we are unknowingly probably developing within us just by doing one task, and that is called parenting. So, next time when you are in that task of parenting, be a little conscious and try and pick up the habits, the processes, the structures that you are following while you are parenting. So I'll see you all in the next episode. Till then, stay at home and stay safe.